Let's go. Best take Bracy is in the house.
Flip Flop has entered the building.
I absolutely got the greatest takes on YouTube.
I mean, that you are probably the greatest person to rewind a footage on YouTube. We love to go back and see how much you be like, did you hear what he just said? Play that back. Play that back, man. You get clipped up more than anybody else, sir. So you're right. Your take is definitely one of those where they're like, hey, play that back again. So that's coming up real soon.
That's one way to look at it. How was your day today? I hope that you had a great day, because like normal, every single day, Aaron 0-4. Because I believe you like Aaron 0-10 now, but we'll leave it at 4 for the meantime.
We're going to let the audience decide. I'm sick of you trying to sit there and make the decision. It's the audience job to decide who be getting cooked up. You can't be over there precursing like, yeah, hey, say this. No. Let the audience decide for themselves, okay? You over there trying to say, vote for me. I'm president. That's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying. That's why.
I think the president is a Gemini, so you know.
You and these, what is it called? Birthstones or whatever. What is these birth signs that you got these issues with? Like,
I'm saying, my favorite people, like, I got Kendrick killing the game, Gemini. I got the president of the United States of America. Hey, I'm gonna take it.
Liar. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. Anyways, anyway, do you got like centralized heat there? Because like in some places, like I got one of like those wall heaters out here because we don't really have that real, centralized type style heat. You just got to go to the wall and turn the heat on, and yeah, it's old school. Is that prolific? What the? I ain't seen prolific in a minute. I ain't seen my boy.
Yo. Oh, it's definitely freezing out here. If like all the dogs when they pee in the street, it absolutely freezes right away. It got female dogs out here getting freezer burn on the JJs. It's wild out here. It's cold. It just became cold because like on Saturday,
this is a kid-friendly show, Sharon. Be careful.
I'm sorry. And on Saturday, it was absolutely beautiful outside. I mean, like gorgeous. 2 days later, it's freezing. You do not want to step foot outside. You would get frostbite. Your hands are turned completely black, and it sounds like how those you know how those ASMR when the girls always doing this to the phones and stuff. It's like your fingers could turn like that. You can get complete freezer burn outside.
Oh my! You can get buddy. All right, so yeah, I was gonna move to New York, and then I saw those prices. I said I can't afford it. There. So,
you so cap.
Hey, look, you got to look. You got to know your limits. So I was like, man, where can I afford to live? New Mexico. I was like, dang, I can afford that.
I'll knock with you there. We could go there together.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's affordable there. Then I was looking like, what else? Now that might be too high. I was like, I looked up South Dakota. It's for the low out there. They got it. So I was like, all right, cool. I mean,
it's too cold.
Hey, we got to get a summer spot. So out there when it come cold, we go to the summer spot.
Oh, because it's so cheap there that we can afford.
We can afford at least to like a whole month or two out to a whole nother place, and then with the rest of the time we be out there. Yeah, that's how the numbers worked out. So
I guess maybe we could live in like Cleveland when they winning, like in the summertime.
I mean, yeah. Well, if LeBron come back to Cleveland, I'm definitely moving there.
No, they don't need him. They got Donovan Mitchell, so it's like they got a winning team out there. So they totally so good that Jaylen Brown he tried to act like he needed to get some rest when he played the Cleveland Cavaliers, and now all of a sudden he's healthy today. For sure, you are. That's convenient.
Sometimes you just need a night because you're feeling soreness in your leg. He works out. I see. As you know, you've been injured, so you don't work out as much anymore. He works out. And so sometimes he get lower body injuries and things like that. And he has to, they be in those, like, what is it called? ISO chambers where you got to go on like the ice, like it's cold. Like they turn the temperature all the way down and you just, it's like the zone, it's something zone. And it just shoot all this cold energy at you and then rejuvenate their bodies. It's not the fountain of youth, but it's where the money goes and stuff like that. So you wouldn't know that because you stopped playing sports. Okay. You wouldn't know that.
What up, Sakase?
So yeah, we got an excellent show on the horizon, y'all. As you know, this show clashes between sports and culture. All right, so we got a lot of sports today, and we got some culture to get into even later. We just got to tap in and see what's going on. But starting off the day, Mr. Sharon, since you've been so hot with your takes, okay? Since you've been so hot with your takes, I'm going to start you off real hot. The San Francisco 49ers got blew out.
Damn.
Blew all what was the score? Like 35-6 or something like it was horrible. Okay. Brock Purdy was horrible.
Damn.
But my question to you is, I want to know, what are your thoughts about Josh Allen's game?
Oh man,
against the Niners, because you saw it, right?
It was phenomenal. Well, we was working, but I got to see a little bit of it. Okay. It was phenomenal. I loved and absolutely enjoyed the play to Amari Cooper when he got stopped at the scrimmage line, and he wound up tossing it back to Josh Allen, and Josh Allen ran it in for a touchdown. It was just so much like backyard football. Well, in New York, we played in the street. We played 3-second hold to tackle on the concrete. That's how you get your stripes in football. And so like it was just so much like backyard football. It was fun. It was snow. He had a great time. The whole team had a great time. And it just showed that he and his team is elite at this moment. Hopefully it can translate into the playoffs as well and show some more magical. He just playing on another level. He is playing at MVP level. He is going to give Saquon Barkley a run for his money for the MVP race. That's how phenomenal and fun he looked yesterday. Even in the blowout, it was watchable because he was having so much fun. It was just enjoyment to see him have this kind of fun and just take over the game. Usually blowout games be completely boring, but he had it exciting, especially with that beautiful Amari Cooper play. Catches it, 2 people tackling him. He decides to toss it back to Josh Allen for a touchdown. That's insane. Having a great time. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
So you were thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, with the amount of fun that they had on a professional level, beating down another professional team in the cold while snowing. Yeah, that looked like a lot of fun to me.
Well, I thought Josh Allen played really, really well. He didn't throw for a lot of yards. It was like like under 150 yards. So similar to like Jalen Hurts the other day when you were speaking about how many yards he threw. So he didn't throw a lot of yards, but he obviously played effective enough for his team to win the game. And, I'm not shocked that the Bills won. Obviously, the Niners season has not gone the way that most people projected. We had the Niners as preseason picks to reach back to the Super Bowl, right? Wasn't that a lot of the consensus picks?
They was contenders. I don't know.
So you telling me the Niners was not the preseason pick to get to the Super Bowl? Was between them and the Lions before all the games happened?
I don't think so. No, that would be foolish for anybody to say something like that. Not with Mr. Irrelevant. No, absolutely not. Like, it's nothing that he did the year before that says that they have Super Bowl powers. Absolutely not. He is not that good. No, he is solid. I like him. I enjoy him. I think he does well enough. However, Super Bowl, no. Nobody thought that crazy.
Fair point. It's not like they just went to Super Bowl. So my question to you is, after the Niners got destroyed by the Bills, we both know that Mr. Purdy's contract is coming up.
Ooh. My
question to you is, should the 49ers pay Brock Purdy market rate for a quarterback?
What's the market rate?
I couldn't guess, but if I had to guess, let's see. Let's try to look it up. NFL. Let's look it up. NFL quarterback money market rate. Let's see what we can get.
Can't get no Justin Herbert money or Trevor Lawrence money.
All right, let's see. Dak Prescott got $240 million. Joe Burrow got $275. Jordan Love got $220. Tua Tagovailoa got $212. Jared Goff got $212. Justin Herbert got $260. Lamar got $260. Jalen Hurts got $255. Kyler Murray got $230 million. Kirk Cousins has $180 million.
Wow.
Josh Allen, $258 million. Matt Stafford, $160 million. Aaron Rodgers, $112 million. Derek Carr, $150 million. Jesus Christ. Baker Mayfield's at $100 million. So those are about the ranges there. So if I had to take a guess, the average, if I just put over there market rate, to me, it's looking around about $44 or $45 million a season.
Well, he ain't gonna go for no $40 million. He ain't taking no 40 M's.
So he's not going to get $160 million like Matt Stafford.
I think we got somebody that's ready for the hot seat, by the way. Man, that is kind of crazy when you just hear these numbers right now. Oh my God. I was going to say 100 M's. Sounds like around his lane. So it sounds like he got to get more than Aaron Rodgers right now, right? Because Aaron's playing so hard. But if Aaron's at 112, Derek Carr's at 180,
150.
So he got to go somewhere in the middle. So he got to get that man 120.
So you would pay Brock Purdy should the 49ers pay Brock Purdy what he's worth? Should they give him another contract, basically a quarterback contract in today's market? Because that's the only option.
That's the only option.
I mean, he could sign for $4 million. I just don't know if that's likely.
Wow. Oh man, that's crazy to me. I don't know what, because I mean a lot of quarterbacks wouldn't mind going there, right? They have a decent hey, listen, if I was Brock, I gotta get all the money I could try to get. It doesn't help that he just got hurt. If I was San Francisco, I would be trying to move him and keep on tanking and see how high I could get in the actual quarterback race. See how high if I could trade for a piece, maybe trade Deebo Samuels for a piece so I could get higher up in the rank since he's been playing on the downside of things. Now this is some good GM thoughts process that I have to have. This is the first time that I'm really thinking hard because I'm not sure if I'm 100% sold on Brock Purdy. Hey, listen, I give you Brock Purdy. I'm saying, hey, bro, I give you 100 mils. You can't take that 100 M's. I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. That's my final answer. 100 M's. That's the best take I ever heard you say.
Ain't that nigga muted?
Yeah, he's on mute.
Okay, well, hey, good. Hey, what's up to both of y'all, though, man?
All right. What up, Cyclops? Say no. Sharon gonna answer the question. Should the 49ers pay Brock Purdy his money?
Up to 120 mil, I'd say yes.
You give him $120 million. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. 120 M's. Okay, Cyclops, say what you got on it.
Man, we gotta. If Birdie's trying to get paid market value, man, let him test free agency. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Like, I came up because I am a diehard 49ers fan, but if I'm gonna keep it a buck, like, I used to care for Brock Purdy though, right? I ain't gonna lie. Like,
that's what these Niners do. That's what these Niners do. They be capable. Hey, what you mean? He can get it done. He's been playing real good, but they be going off about it. So I hear it every day.
Yeah, so I mean, I do think he's better than Jimmy G though, right? But like dating back last season, like I still haven't really seen Purdy like give us that drive to win a game. You know what I'm saying? Like even like, it do be like some situations where, injuries happen, but if the defense is doing good enough to keep us in the game, and when that fourth quarter come and we need, we be down, he don't be coming through. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, for the most part. I mean, yeah, he did come back last year in that playoffs versus that Lions game. But as far as like the regular season, I just don't see Brock Purdy really doing anything like special. Like, to me, he just look average.
Wow.
Like, in my opinion, like I be thinking that, he'll like maybe have that breakout, games where it'll be like consistent and you know what I'm saying? But it's just like for some reason when he's looking bad. And like everything got to go right for Purdy to look good. You know, so that's how I just feel about Purdy.
So you're not giving Brock Purdy the money?
Not that much, man. Like, you know, not like no Dak or Trevor Lawrence money. Like, I mean, honestly, I think some of these quarterbacks are overpaid. Like, somebody just got to break the cycle and be like, you know, I ain't finna give you like, you know, top dollars, because like every time we see a quarterback getting paid, it's somebody breaking a record. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like Dak, for example. But my opinion though, I'm not trying to break the bank with Purdy. You know, we got too much things we gotta fill. We got too many people getting hurt. You know, we think about the defense side, like that safety. I can't pronounce the name. The Hawaiian dude. Yeah, yeah, though. But he's never on the field. You know, and then, you know, Trent Williams getting old. We're not sure he's gonna be back next year. We don't know like how Ayuk gonna look. You know, Debo is beat up right now. Like, you know, it's a lot of there's a lot of holes.
So are you gonna pay Purdy the money or not?
Oh no, I'm not paying Purdy for that.
Okay, so you're not gonna pay Purdy, and he's gonna sign with another team because that's what happens in the NFL. So who you gonna start at quarterback?
I mean, it depends on like how the free agent market might be looking, but
when was the last time a team was able to sign a franchise type leading quarterback out of free agency?
Yeah, I mean, when you ask that question, and now it got me thinking that Brock Purdy might have the leverage in this situation. So then we don't have it's not like we're gonna have a good draft pick to get a quarterback.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So damn.
And like, well, just look at it like this. Brock Purdy, he threw for over 2,600 yards. That's more than Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and he's right neck and neck with Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
So he's passing more yards than most people. Josh Allen got 18 touchdowns. He got 13. Completion, he's a 66%. Josh Allen is 64. Patrick Mahomes is 68. Joe Burrow 67%.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's been balling. Patrick's been really accurate this year.
So he's not that bad. Is you know, he's I mean his QB rating is horrible though.
You don't know
how on the field though.
You don't know how to interpret QB ratings, Sharon, so don't do that. You have no idea how to interpret QB.
So I'm just saying, I just gave out some stats and some numbers right there where he is compared to some of the people that we'll say is top 5 in the league, and he's right neck and neck with them on a team that is mainly run. They're not a passing team because the way how that coach coaches, he do not pass that much. He's a very situational football. He thinks run, pass for 3 yards. Run, pass for 2 yards.
Is he better than Kirk Cousins for the Falcons?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Kirk Cousins got 180 million. So
it's gonna be hard.
I'm trying to defend him. Oh yeah, I said only 100 because I wrote it down. No, 120. And now you try to defend him. You gave comparisons to all of the elite quarterbacks in the league. Then I give you another quarterback, and you immediately go, he's way better than him. And if that's the case, don't you think you can't look a man in his face and say, we're going to pay you less than we're going to pay this guy, even though we think you better than him?
Shit. Hey, listen, I mean, you make a valid argument that I cannot even fight. And if that's the case, that means they are looking that they have to pay Brock Purdy 200 M's.
Thank you, sir.
Pretty much saying.
Hey, I mean, that's what the market say.
That's what the market is saying. Hey, man, that is a lot of money. Man.
Listen, you have to understand the 49ers is one of the most historic franchises ever. So with that understanding, right, you're going to have some representation at quarterback. They've had some really, really good quarterbacks over the years. They don't do well having a bad quarterback for a good extended amount of time. So at the end of the day, it's either you're going to pay Purdy or you're not.
Damn. Man, I would have to do a lot of thinking and reflecting. Who can I actually get? Who can I trade for? Who else needs a Brock Purdy that I could trade for to get a better pick? Is anybody is Carolina willing to take Brock Purdy?
No. Bryce Young looking good right
and
now.
they could give me their first rounder, hey, why take your chance on the
that
draft?
they wouldn't do that. That's not even a reasonable trade. You one of those people that's playing Madden, put a fantasy trade in, and then they get denied. So no, that's not even a realistic trade. They laughed at you.
Man, San Francisco's in a very tough spot because his numbers is showing that he is competing with some of the top dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be hard not to pay him. I don't know how they're going to get out of not paying him, to be honest with you. After looking at his numbers, and then when you point out the simple fact that Kirk Cousins is making $180.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I feel sorry for whoever that GM is at San Francisco, and I feel sorry for the coach because you either going to have to pay Brock Purdy and deal with your team, or you have to get rid of Brock Purdy and deal with whatever your second string quarterback is, which we've seen him. He ain't worth a damn. And then if you do get rid of Brock Purdy and you can't acquire a quarterback at his level or higher, you are not going to be able to have, you're going to have all this money without being able to attract nobody because they're going to say you ain't got no quarterback.
What you gonna do, Sharon? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come?
It's making me itch. I ain't gonna lie, it's making me itch. The amount of difficultness San Francisco is about to have is actually making me itch because I cannot figure that out off the fly. I would have to do a lot of self-reflection, meditation. I'm gonna have to deflate some dots.
So I'm gonna answer the question. Since I presented it, you guys answered the question. Y'all walked around it. Y'all scared enough to answer. I'm gonna answer the question. I don't believe in playing Brock Purdy. If it was me, I was heading the team, I would not pay him. I believe we're going to fall into one of those Daniel Jones type of atmosphere. No, he is not as bad as Daniel Jones, but when I pay you this X amount of money, that means I'm unavailable to pay other players a certain amount of money unless you're one of those capologists where you just super crazy good with it, and most people are not. Most franchises don't do the greatest. It's actually very complex. The structuring of cap and all that stuff. And they pay people a lot of money to do it. But when you finally do pay him, that means some other people ain't going to get no money. Absolutely. And to me, based upon the understanding, it seems to me that Brock Purdy does not uplift his team. He doesn't make players around him better. He needs good players around him. So if you look at the Bills, right? Josh Allen lost his number one receiver. They got rid of a bunch of his top defensive players, Pro Bowlers, all that. And he's still been carrying the team, doing an exceptional job of uplifting the talent. When Brock Purdy doesn't have his stars around, you know what they say? Well, he's one of those game managers. So if you're asking me, I'm going to give $200 million to somebody that cannot win games with mediocre talent. It's a horrible idea. It's going to be one of those Daniel Jones situations where you're like, we gave him all this money and now we can't move his contract. And if we cut him, we're going to take a super big cap hit. And they already made a mistake paying that wide receiver because he is not an elite wide receiver. I don't care what the numbers say. I can see the film. He's not good enough. But they already made a mistake. They felt they had to pay him for Purdy to perform. And now they're in a bind, Nate. So because of that, I wouldn't pay him the money. Call it what you want, unless you're 100% feel that this player can uplift talent around him, inspire him, and do those things. It's not worth the money. I would take the bumps and bruises and make sure I make a selection that's actually worth it. I wouldn't do it.
Woo. So you'll play chicken with Brock Purdy. You don't like his numbers. His numbers is not impressive enough for you. It's only good if you saying that if you have immaculate players around him, even though he got CMC, Kittles, and Asuk, and you saying they are not good enough.
What's their record this year?
A good one.
Exactly. Struggling when they don't have Christian McCaffrey, the other running back play still losing. You see what I'm saying? When they have the receivers in there, still losing. So to me, he hasn't won the games. He hasn't won the games where you're like, man, okay, he's winning with average talent.
How many times he went to the Super Bowl?
Just once.
He didn't go 2 times?
No, that was the other guy, the guy that you said. I think somebody said he's better than the Jimmy G who went to the Super Bowl multiple times.
Yeah, that's right.
And was barely close to losing. So
I stand on that.
yeah, I heard you. So the point being is that's my take on it. I'm not doing it. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not paying them.
That's a tough decision. But I think I might be leaning more towards what you were saying. I do like his numbers on paper. It looks fine. But the eyeball test, he's not really passing it.
You don't realize it. Daniel Jones just changed the whole game. What just happened to Daniel Jones? Everybody's kind of in shock. Oh, Daniel Jones has been cut. They gave that man $40 million. What you mean? Like they were always saying you can't cut the quarterback, you can't cut Dak, you can't cut these people. And what I always say, better stop playing. These quarterbacks gonna be getting cut. And Daniel Jones just opened the floodgates. And now there's fear of being stuck in a situation where you don't even have that contract at 40, you have 55 million. And it's a cap hit. Come on, man. So for me, I'm not paying him unless he comes in at my number. And my number is closer to somewhere around $20 million a year.
Wow. Damn, you heartless.
Nah, you call it what you want.
How much he making right now?
Not a lot. It's not a lot at all. Here, let me pull it up. Wow. Brock Purdy's contract. Look, it's one of them.
He said
he has a 4-year, $3.74 million contract. So he's making less than $1 million a year.
Oh my God. So 20 mil is still sound like a lot of money to that young man.
Well, it's not a what do they call it? A note of support, or what do they call it? I don't have the right phrase right now, but at the 20 million off of them, they definitely not saying we believe in you. I'll say that.
Hey, but it's shit.
Because 50 million is saying we believe you, the man. We believe that you can take us to the future.
Hey, I think they'd give Brock 50.
Oh, we're gonna find out what they're gonna do, but I'm telling you, I would not.
You wouldn't even give him 50 if you offer him 20. Like, hey, I think 20 is a little bit too low. These are my numbers. I'll take 50. You'd like walk. Are you cold blooded? You gonna let him talk about your quarterback? He not worth 50 M's?
Nah, he's not though, man. I don't think so, dog.
He not even worth 50 M's?
Nah, that's too much money for him. It's gonna hurt the team, man.
Whoa, hey, I'm not gonna argue with y'all. If y'all say the man ain't worth 50, the man ain't worth 50. I'm definitely once I start hearing, it's just that when he start bringing up people like Kirk Cousins and his numbers is better than Kirk Cousins, it's gonna be hard to argue that 50.
Yep. Go get signed by the team that signed Kirk Cousins. So, that's just my opinion on that. I have another question for you because tonight the Broncos are playing the Cleveland Browns, right?
The land.
Mm-hmm. And halftime 21-17. The Denver Broncos are up. My question to you, they're up. My question to you, Mr. Sharon, is in light of the success that the Denver Broncos are having, did they make the right choice by shipping out Russell Wilson?
Yes, for both parties. I don't think he wasn't working out in whatever format that they had. The nonsense that they was trying to do with him and it left a bad taste in his mouth with them trying to not pay his bread if he was gonna if he would have played, he would have broke the touchdown number that he needed. Like he had some kind of clause where he had to get a certain amount of yards, certain amount of rushing, play a certain amount of games, a certain amount of touchdowns. And if he would have played it out, he would have broke those stats. And they benched him on purpose so he won't break those stats. It wasn't because he was injured. So they was already doing weird stuff for him. So yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that he got out of there. So now he can show that he still is a quarterback that could play at elite level, playing against and being even mentioned in that top 5. He only lost 1 game this year. Russell Wilson absolutely and the Denver Broncos made the absolute choice, even though Denver Broncos did it in a very shady way. Especially his ex-coach at that, right? Wasn't it his ex-coach that did it?
No. He never played.
Didn't they play with each other or something like that?
No.
Oh, okay. But so I think I'm glad that he was able to go to a better situation, a better coach team, clearly. He's doing numbers. He's looking good. He's looking great. He only lost one game. It's just a better culture. That culture over there in Denver didn't suit him very well. Clearly, they did not want that brown man to be the leader of that team. That's
so you're acknowledging that the Denver Broncos are better without Russell Wilson.
The culture is better without Russell Wilson. Is Russell Wilson a better quarterback than Bo Nix? Absolutely. However, the culture did not like him, so therefore, yes, the Broncos are better without Russell Wilson, but because of the culture, not because Bo Nix is a better quarterback.
Gotcha. So you're real nervous with your take, Mr. Sock Passe. What is your views on that?
I think they're better with Bo Nix because I don't think Russell Wilson was really playing all that last year. Plus, it seemed like he lost the locker room. And I think, for a quarterback, that's something that's important. So, they had to move on. Him and Sean Payton wasn't seeing eye to eye. And right now, Bo Nix is looking good. He's young. What I'm saying? Like, as far as, like, him being in the lead or whatnot. He started off shaky in the beginning of the year, and then we can see the team is picking things up. And, last couple of games, man, he's looking like, he's comfortable with everything that's going on. The receivers playing better and all that. So, yeah. My take is, they did the right thing by getting rid of Russell Wilson.
So, what's your thoughts on the beautiful Russell Wilson, who is playing better than most of the quarterbacks in the league? This week, he definitely played better than Jalen Hurts. So, what is your thoughts on the Broncos letting go Russell Wilson?
It's clear that the Denver Broncos are playing better than they were under his leadership, under his play, under his abilities. So to hear how often you laud Russell Wilson as an elite quarterback. What up, G? In my life. Next time use that 20 to mute Sharon so I don't have to hear his take on your New Orleans Saints next time. That's what you should do. But this is my thoughts. Russell Wilson is not an elite quarterback. And I'm going to tell you, there has never been any elite quarterback that we said they couldn't play for any team and make them better.
Wow.
Any elite quarterback that we said, he's elite. He's the GOAT. He's one of the best. He top 5. You can place those players anywhere on any other team in the league, and they will play well. They may not be as great, but they will play well. But the simple fact that Russ was struggling and you're claiming that he's elite, those two things don't add up. So for a team that was doing that bad to be shining under this rookie, and they paid him. Oh, by the way, let me tell you how much money they paid Russell Wilson. $242 million was the contract that he was given. And they didn't want to pay him that because he wasn't playing well enough for that. And if you give Brock Purdy that, you won't get the same Russell Wilson experience. The only difference is Brock Purdy is probably better than Russell Wilson.
Wow, this is insane. First of all, let's just compare Russell Wilson to your man Jalen Hurts. Passing yards. Russell got 3,500. Jalen Hurts has 4,200. Touchdowns, Jalen Hurts has 30. Russell has 25. Completion percentage, Russell got 65. Your man Jalen Hurts has 68. QBR rating, 95 Russell, 98 Jalen. Come on. Stop it.
That didn't help your call, brother.
It does, because he played half the games your man played. And he almost got the same amount of yardage as he does. Your man played 12 games.
Listen.
My man only played 6.
Sir, let me ask you a question. Who leads the NFL in rushing? If you look up who has the most rushing touchdowns in the NFL, any position. So there's a dynamic player and then there's a one-view player. But anyway, let me stay on task. The point being is this, Mr. Simpleton, okay? The Denver Broncos made an excellent decision by moving on from Russell Wilson. He didn't have no desire to be there. Okay, he's never been viewed as a leader in any locker room. Nobody looks at him as a leader. He don't have no leadership credibility at all. That's why he was treated. Listen. people would have went to bat for Russ. Ain't no way you cutting Russ. That's our leader. Nobody said nothing. That speaks volumes of your greatness, okay? Because unless somebody say we gonna cut Tom, oh no, they tripping. They need to go ahead and pay that man. Let somebody say they cutting Patrick. Oh, they tripping. They need to pay the man. Let somebody say they cutting Josh Allen. Oh, they tripping. They need to pay that man. Let them say we cutting Russell, and nobody crickets in that locker room. Okay, so one, he don't even have leadership skills. He's not even a leader. The only thing he does well is he's media coach. Okay, so he has the politics to be in the media. Okay, he says the right things. All right, but unfortunately, he's not a leader. Nobody respects him in the locker room at that level. They like him. He's decent, but he's not the de facto leader that you need your quarterbacks to typically be. And he's not worth $240 million. And there's absolutely no way in my mind do you understand that he cannot be an elite quarterback if a team is willing to ship him out. Nobody ships out elite quarterbacks, sir, because they're very hard.
A goddamn coach believed in him so much and said, even though we got this young
they gave him $1 million. What belief is that?
Come over here,
sir. Let me ask you this: how many bad teams in the NFL are there?
At least 10.
Okay, all of them passed up on signing him. Are you on drugs? If right now, listen to me. If Josh Allen got cut right now, because you saying Russell Wilson's playing on Josh Allen's level. That's what you said. So
that's what the numbers say, not me. The
sir,
numbers say.
You said it out your mouth, sir. So if Josh Allen got cut right now, how many teams would pass up a chance to sign him? For $1 million. Exactly. You'd have 3 teams, maybe 4. I don't want to hear this nonsense. That's the goddamn problem with you. You sitting over here praising the man because he's playing in one of the best cultures that he didn't help create. He's playing under somebody else's greatness and leadership, and he's riding the coattails of that great defense, those well-coached players. That's what's going on right there. And because that's what's going on right there, you sitting there giving him praise that he don't actually deserve. And so the Broncos made a heck of a decision to cut that man, get away from that contract, pay out this last year, and get up off of him, because he is going to do his. He landed in the best place you absolutely could land. He landed in the one place that was in dire need of a quarterback, and they did everything. Oh, we'll take him. They was taking anybody. Give us that Chicago Bears quarterback. You know, in Chicago, that's where quarterback's career go to be finished. So Russell Wilson was not getting picked up by the Panthers. He wasn't getting picked up by no other team but the Steelers. They're the only ones that want him. That speaks volumes to how they viewed him. And you sitting here telling me, somebody that don't know nothing about football, that he's an elite quarterback. It's very disrespectful to have to listen to your takes day after day on this show. But I have to do it for the sake of the fans' entertainment. But you, my friend, are embarrassing with your take on Russell Wilson. It's an embarrassment. Okay, the Broncos absolutely are a way better franchise. They're doing better under a rookie, and they saving more money. Shout out to Unc, because this is ridiculous. I bet I'm going to get Unc on the hot seat because he know more football than you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Sick of you.
All I know is Russell Wilson, he is playing out of his mind. He is playing out of his mind. He is throwing the ball like he was young again. He is moving the chains. He scored 40-something points. He had over 400 yards. He's beating teams he ain't supposed to. I believe he beat a front runner for MVP. He went head-to-head against an MVP. He beat them. They have a winning record. They're going to cause some noise because that defense is for real. All we need Russell Wilson is to hold it down, drop some bombs,
absolutely,
and leave it up for the goddamn football gods to decide. That's what we need Russell to do, and he's doing that very well. I can't believe you hating on Russell like this. Stop it. Stop it.
Well,
you can't even name 7 quarterbacks better than Russell Wilson right now. Stop.
Sir, this is the problem with people like you, right? You just be talking anything, right? You don't know nothing, and that's okay. I'm here to coach you, all right? Because you clearly need guidance from somebody that know what they're talking about. Forget me. Let me tell you the difference between me and you. See, you very egotistical, okay? You think you know all because you got the nice shirts and stuff, and you making all this money because little poor guys like us.
That's like a $5,000 shirt.
Hey, come on. This is perfect. No, the point being is this. All of those people that get paid millions of dollars to be in that front office did not want that quarterback. Now, if you telling me Your vision is better than all those rich people that do that for a living.
Absolutely. They need to forfeit their job to me, because if they have forfeit their job to me, their team will be 9-2, like the team that he is currently playing for. That's what will happen. That's the problem with them. They believe in all the glitz and glamour. So they want to say because Joe Burrow got that nice long hair, he's such a shut up. He ain't doing shit this year. His team is going down, sir.
You are one of the most embarrassing people I know.
Well, what we need is slow and steady. And that's what Russell Wilson is. He's nice, slow, and steady. He's predictable. He's going to do exactly what's needed for the team to win. He ain't over the top like Patrick Mahomes. No, he is not that. He's super fast. What's the man name in Baltimore that was absolutely ridiculous and got cursed out by his mama? At least Russell Wilson not getting cursed out by his mama. But you know who got cursed out by his mama yesterday?
You.
Lamar Jackson. He got cussed out by his mama. Why his mama cussing him out? Because his mama could see what I could see. And it's too bad to say that these other 10 teams that you're talking about, they can't see what I can see, because they will have a winning team right now.
Yeah, you embarrassing, sir. All right, let's Sockpaw say you have anything on that, because Sherrod just embarrassed himself. I hope you ain't gonna do the same.
Man, I don't know. I think Russ overrated, dog. Yeah, he cost me a lot of fantasy games last year. So I feel a certain way about him. But I mean, the Steelers is a good team, though. He's better than Justin Fields, but it's not like they had a losing record with Justin Fields. I just felt like, he came into a great situation where a team is, they defense elite, and I'm not really impressed by him, what he did to the Bengals. The Bengals defense is suspect. You know what I'm saying? So he should have had a good game versus the Bengals. You know what I mean? It's a good win for them.
The Bengals defense is historically horrific.
What happened to him? Can you read that headline for me, sir?
My mama just told me. Hold on, Lamar.
My mama just told me that. She cussed me out.
Okay, Lamar Jackson.
Wilson mama ain't never had to cuss him out.
Okay, Lamar Jackson contract $260 million. Got it. Okay. Yeah, my mom can cuss me out after I signed a $260 million contract, and I'm gonna get every penny. Russell Wilson signs a $250 million contract, and he only survives 2 years. Anyways, like I was saying, I believe he's overrated. It is what it is. We got to move on, Sharon, because your takes are horrible. Everybody can see. I'm not even trying to embarrass you. I'm trying to teach you, because this hurts. It hurts my heart to see you have to do this show after show. All right, let's get to the next segment here, okay? We almost 20 games into the season, okay? Give or take a little, maybe 22, right? The Timberwolves and Knicks had a mega trade to start the year. My question to you is, after we've seen it play out, we're watching both teams play. We got the Timberwolves, we got the Knicks. Which team at this point do you believe ultimately won the trade and will be most likely to win a championship first, if you believe they are going to win one at all?
So definitely, according to the Timberwolves jinx that they have, anybody that they trade, every time they trade somebody, they go ahead and win a championship. Yeah,
I ain't never heard this.
I don't know why. That's because I have a vision for sports, and you don't. I have a certain kind of eye that you do not possess. It is not my fault. It's just something that I was born with.
Mr. Cleo.
Kevin Garnett. You know what happened with Kevin Garnett? What happened? He left the Timberwolves, and what happened when he left the Timberwolves? He did what? He got a ring. Yes, he did.
He did win a ring.
Yeah. And so, therefore, with Cat leaving the Timberwolves, and they are moving in the right direction, they're gonna start trending towards third place on the East Coast. That's what they're trending towards. I think they start to finally mesh well together. I think they're doing phenomenal together. I believe 100%, no doubt, that we got rid of the right player with Randolph, even though he's playing pretty well tonight. However, when he was with the Knicks, he was just trying to be bully ball. He trying to outshine Jalen, and he's not better than Jalen at this point of his career. And I'm glad we got rid of him. Two left-handed players on the same team was awkward anyway. So, yes, the Knicks absolutely won the trade hands down, the Timberwolves ain't going nowhere. That's why they shooting so many threes, because they don't know what the hell they do with themselves. Yes, they percentage, Anthony Edwards, his percentage went up, but guess what? His points per game only went up by 2. So you shooting all these goddamn threes, trying to keep up with the Boston Celtics. It's going to be a detrimental to your team. So the Knicks absolutely won. We added a big man that can rebound and a big man that is a real threat at the 3. 100%. The Knicks won that.
Yeah, you disgust me. Okay, Sakase, what you think?
Well, first of all, New York definitely won the championship. You know what I'm saying? And Minnesota not going to win one either. So I don't see either team winning one, but I think New York won the trade. Like, if anything, if I'm Minnesota, I'll trade Rudy Gobert. Like, if I'm going to trade anybody on my offense,
stick on the actual question, sir.
Yeah, okay, my bad. Okay. Yeah. So the Knicks won the trade. You know, Minnesota, like, they're struggling. Their offense don't really have an identity. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, they just looking like they don't have a real flow, in my opinion. And the Knicks right now, they doing their thing. Cat, to me, in my opinion, he's playing a lot better at the 5 than I thought he would. You know what I'm saying? So overall, I'll say New York won the trade.
Yeah.
To be honest,
it's a horrible take.
To be honest with you, I'm very torn because both teams are not performing well this year. Knicks are playing better than the Timberwolves, but neither team is actually playing to the expectations that they set how they finished last year. The Knicks finished the year strong, even though they got bounced in the playoffs early. They still finished it strong, and the Wolves almost made it to the finals. So when teams do that, you have expectations of what? 50, 55 wins, 60 win seasons.
I didn't know we count almost in sports. Since when we do that? Kevin Durant almost won another ring if he didn't tore his Achilles heel. Since when we do that? What? I'm sorry, but go ahead. It was just weird. Go ahead. Almost. Yeah, almost doesn't count.
No. It absolutely counts because then that means expectations change. Are you saying that if you don't win the championship, your expectations are the exact same they were the previous year? So if you went from winning 20 games to 55 games the next year and get bounced out in the Western Conference Finals, you're saying your expectation will stay the same as if you won 20 games because you didn't win the champempionship?
What I'm saying is I'm not.
No, because you don't know what you're saying.
I almost made it to the playoffs. Sit your almost ass down.
Yeah,
sit your ass down or not, sir.
I can't wait till I get somebody to mute you. Change the mute amount to $10. Nobody's paying $20 to mute you. $10, and we're lowering that amount. I just need somebody to mute you for me one time. So here's the point. I do believe the Knicks won the trade because I believe they got the better player. I'm not sure how Julius Randle is going to be able to spread the offense because he's not a great shooter. He's not a better shooter than Cat. Cat was actually better to put next to Rudy because Rudy clogs up the lane, and he definitely cannot shoot the ball. So now you have Julius Randle, who's streaky at best. He is strong and he is tough. He's not soft like they say Cat is, right? But he doesn't have a lot of skills, and he has a very limited game. Now, Towns is actually more skillful. But the problem is, I believe the Knicks won the trade because they got the better player. I think Minnesota panicked, and they should have taken their time to actually target somebody that was better because Cat's worth a lot more than Julius Randle. The fact that they almost did a straight-up trade, they got some other pieces, but it was just a horrible trade. That will go down as probably one of the worst trades in a long time. But I actually don't believe it made either of the teams actually significally better.
Oh, you are tripping. It made the Knicks way better. Didn't you
hear Are the Knicks going to win more games this year than they won last year? Yes or no?
We are going to be in a better position.
Can you answer a question? Straightforward question, sir.
What we going to
All you do is deflect show after show. Answer a straightforward question.
I am answering very straightforward. The Knicks are a better team with Cat than without him.
I didn't ask that question, sir. I'm going to repeat the question so you can clean your New York Knicks ears out. Are the Knicks going to win more games this year than they won last year?
They're going to win more important games.
Are they going to win more games this year than they won last year?
How many games they won last year?
It is embarrassing. You don't even know. This is a sad problem with you. You're scared to answer the question because you saw how they struggling. Point being
is, damn thing.
Yeah, whatever. You see that. You see that they might have won the trade, but it's not enough to put them over the top. I like it, and I actually don't like the coach either. I'm going to throw that out there. They need a different coach, but that's another conversation for a whole nother day. They're making a mistake, okay? They made a mistake.
They're going to win more than 47 games this year. Yes, absolutely. Yep, I'm going to say today, yep, the Knicks is going to win more than 47 games by the end of the year.
What's the Knicks record right now?
I don't know.
Oh! They probably like 2 games over 500.
I think like 12-8.
Let me look it up right now. He's playing with you.
Mm-hmm.
I know they won by 12 games. Though.
That's how embarrassing you are, sir. The next question. Oh, it's gonna get even better. Oh, we about to turn it up a little bit.
Oh, Bo Nix got 93-yard touchdown pass, man. Shout out to him.
Dang, it's crazy how these Broncos is paying better than they paid that $250 million quarterback.
We already got 11 games in this year, so we good.
No, I said what's the record, sir? I didn't ask how many games.
11-8.
11-8.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, let's have some fun.
We're above 500.
Hey, listen, sir. I have this other question, and then we're gonna get into the question of the night because I think that one's gonna be the question of the night. Jared McCain, rookie for the Philadelphia 76ers, or Westside Connect for rookie of the year.
Whoever the 76ers, because Connect, I don't know. He did one game. He played okay. I don't know who the hell neither one of those rookies are. The Knicks is doing a horrible job of even boasting the goddamn rookies. It's cool that Connect did that crazy ass game, but I haven't heard no noise from him since.
You talk about the rookie? You talk about the rookie record?
Yeah, I'm talking about the rookie record. He broke a record. That was cool. It was cute.
You mean he did
the only thing that we're gonna base it on? That's the only thing we're gonna base on because I feel like with 76ers being so horrible that rookie on Philadelphia is going to get a real chance to shine because the 76ers is just so horrible, and maybe he'll get some playing time because Connect don't have a chance of getting up playing time to win the rookie of the year, in my opinion. But we'll see. I don't know enough about him. I don't see enough about him. He ain't do nothing tonight. What did Connect do tonight?
God, you're embarrassing.
What did Connect do tonight? Nothing.
You're so
well, he gonna do nothing.
You're so embarrassing. You disgust me.
It's insane. Like, come on. Come on. You think the Knicks is not going to win 36 more games? Come on. We are definitely going to win 36 more games. You crazy. We're going to win more games this year than we did last year. Absolutely. And Connect, I'm sorry, but he's on the wrong team to be winning Rookie of the Year. I don't even know who came out this rookie year. Is anybody even important? Please.
Fine. You know what? Forget rookie year. Who's going to be the better player? Dalton Connect or Jared McCain? As if 5 to 6 years down the line, who's going to be the better player? OG, what up? Yeah, I get it. I only been here for 50 minutes and I'm already disgusted. I'm ready to. Don't worry. I'm about to cook him up on the next one. Oh, he's about to get cooked up on this
Connect. I just don't see him on the Lakers. I think Bronny James has a better chance of winning the Rookie of the Year than Dalton Connect. Come on, be for real. Please. Dalton Connect, he did that one thing. That was cool. But in the long run, he's gonna just go to the wayside. Nobody's gonna even know his name by the end of this year. They're not gonna speak about that man. Stop. What's up, Playboy?
Go ahead.
Embarrassing. I mean, I think if I had to pick one, I'd probably say Dalton Connect. I think he probably might have a chance at having a better long-term career, especially since he
No, we talking about rookie of the okay, you're right. You did change the question.
My bad. Yeah, real quick. Jamie just got a 70-yard touchdown pass. But but Connect, I do think like in the long term, like he'll probably a better year. I mean a better career, because he's shown that he's a good shooter. And I do think he do got like a decent mid-range game. He showed like, signs here and there and stuff like that. So I think he could develop. But then again, he is playing with Braun. But as far as the rookie year, I would say that I'll give it to the dude from McCain from 76ers. I think he'll get more PT and, be able to show he could do more and stuff like that. So I'm going to go with him.
Okay.
Insane.
I believe that the Philly guy will win the Rookie of the Year because he started the year getting more minutes. His team was decimated by injuries. Paul George didn't start the year. As you know, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey had a lot of time out. So it's been they've been a lot of losing over there, by the way. So when you losing, you be bombing, getting bucket minutes and all that. And so he's been doing decently well. But I think overall, as we look as their careers progress, I believe Dalton Knecht will have a better career. I've seen
McCain is doing double the points as Knecht. Stop.
He's not.
He's doing double the points.
Can you tell me how much he's averaging?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he's doing double whatever Knecht doing. He's doing double what Knecht doing.
He would have to be averaging dub to do whatever.
Yeah, Sharon, chill, bro.
Anyway,
that's what my eyes say. My eyes said that McCain is going to do double what Knecht does.
Yeah, so your eyes don't work really well, and that's part of the problem. So I believe
pull it up.
I'm not pulling it up because I already know. So I don't need to pull it up because you don't never come to the show prepared and got your notes ready. You dealing with a professional at every level, okay? The problem with you is this, sir. Dalton Knecht is going to have a better career, although he won't win Rookie of the Year because the allocation of minutes for a losing team right now is vastly different from a team that has a chance to compete at this current moment. Now, as things goes on, things may play out differently, but this is how it goes. I seen Dalton Knecht run off screens the same way I see Klay Thompson ran off screens, and he didn't have to dribble. Dalton Knecht is actually a pretty strong individual. He has a good feel for the game. He can finish at the rim. He is a high value, high percentage shooter. And to be honest with you, he's one of the best shooters in the league already in his rookie year. He's done things that Klay didn't do his rookie year, Steph didn't do his rookie year, and he's going to be playing for a team where he's going to get a lot of open shots. And I think his career will progress a little bit better because I actually think he can actually put the ball on the floor. He has a lot of confidence. I see him being the better player long term. That's what I see.
Yeah, I mean, he is 44% behind the arc. That's good. But I just think McCain just have a better uptick right now. I believe in the last 8 games, he's definitely showing that he's better than Knecht. But it could be for the fact that he is getting just more minutes and on a team that is losing. So therefore, it is what it is too. So maybe we'll see in 10 years if Aaron O was correct. Ha!
Yeah, well, the good thing is people that watch this show know I'm pretty much more likely going to be correct than you ever will be. So.
Absolutely not.
It's $10.
Aaron 0-4 versus 3-0. And then we add this week coming up. I'm cooking you. It is.
Listen, I'm gonna see. I'll be sometimes on the show. I'll just be trying to have fun with you. But now, going forward, now that I know we're gonna be doing this show a little more consistent, I'm gonna put a little bit of work in. You about to get cooked all the way up. I'm about to destroy you so bad. You already got destroyed on every other show. They watched them all. I just don't tell them to put it in the comments after the show. You can lost so bad, but it's about to get even worse, Mr. Flip Flop Sharon. All right, let's get to the next question, okay? We're going to jump forward because we got some culture stuff to get into. The Houston Rockets defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder last night. That's actually a good win. Close game. It was by like 3 points. It was a very close game. I watched it. It was one of the most exciting games of the year. It was back and forth, big shots, rebounds, steals. It was one of the best games I've seen in a long time as the NBA is not getting their views up. My question to you is, do you believe the Houston Rockets are contenders or pretenders?
They are definitely pretenders, without a doubt. They are a young group. They're a team that Aaron O believes in, so that even makes me even understand more that they are pretenders. because for some reason you just like the pretenders because you just like the underdog so badly. You like the team that has no shot so badly to have a shot. It shows even more that my intuition that Houston Rockets is a very well-coached team. However, they have nobody to back them up going deep into the playoffs and making it past the first round. They are going to get knocked out in the first round. They look great. They're young. They're explosive. They're going to be fun to watch, but that is it.
It's embarrassing. Sock Passe, what are your thoughts?
Sure, I'll say I think they're pretenders though, because I do think experience play a big part, and it's not too often I see like a young team like that just make a deep playoff run. And they doing their thing. I think they're like top 3 in the West and stuff like that. But I don't think if they matched up with like a Denver, because Denver is like struggling or whatnot. But I think they matched up with like a Denver or like a Phoenix or something. I don't think they'll beat them in the playoffs though. So I am big on experience though. So they doing their thing though. But I just think they're pretenders versus being contenders.
Nice. I love it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Let me hear Mr. Aaron 0-4, because guess what? Sock Passe agrees with Best Take Bracy. Let's see what he say.
I have no problem with him agreeing with you. Well, we can just look around, right? They've beaten the Knicks, so either the Knicks aren't contenders. Yeah, exactly. So they've beaten the Knicks. They've beaten the number 1 team in the West. Their record is what, 2 games behind the Cavaliers that you believe are contenders. They are the number 2 rated defense in the whole league. What about their team makes them pretenders while you believe the Cavaliers are contenders?
What makes me believe is that, hey, they are very well coached. I give them that. However, what makes them pretenders, they do not have, when it comes down to that playoff type basketball, when things start to get a little tight, people start to actually know your tendencies, because right now they could fly under the radar and nobody's really paying their star players any mind, and they just allow everybody to just do their damn thing. All that shit is good in the beginning of the season. After that goddamn All-Star game where teams start to know what your ticks are, all of that shit is going to change. When they start doubling whoever their best player is, and now all of a sudden he cannot get off, and now the number 2 guy got to do it, that's when we're going to see what they really are worth. And then that's when they're going to crumble under pressure, because they are not adjusted unless they make some kind of decision to get some kind of veteran player to keep them calm in tight situations. They are not going to be able to uplift and move through that tough Western Conference. Even though everybody over there is not playing well, they are not going to be able to compete with those veterans.
You talk about stats every show. You talk about wins. The Cavs got all the win. They win. You talk about the number 2 team in the West, 2 games behind the Cavs, and they are pretenders while your Cavs are the front runners. And you think that logically makes sense when you're dealing with a team that is the number 2 rated defense in the whole league. And they have some of the most depth in the whole league. They can run more than just a starting 5, like some of these other teams struggling when they go to the bench. So I don't understand.
How many players can you pick in the playoffs?
You can play anybody that's on your 12-man roster, sir. I don't know if you know anything
right.
about
they only play about 8.
Well, that's
not
how
we know. You don't really know about no goddamn.
Well, it depends on the team, sir. 8. It depends on the team and how good their bench was. It absolutely does. Depends on the team.
Top 8. Ain't nobody playing no 12.
It depends on the team and how good they bench were during the regular season. That's as simple as that, sir. If you have Jamal Crawford on your bench, he's going to play the same amount of minutes in the playoffs that he was playing in the regular season, sir.
It just goes down like this. Houston ain't beat nobody. They not competing with nobody.
Beat the number. Wait. Okay. Are you wait. This is going to be even better. Are you telling me that you believe that the number 1 team in the West are pretenders?
Yes. They ain't going to win. They ain't going to
OKC. So OKC is pretenders.
Absolutely.
While you have the Cavs contenders, when OKC has the better player, Shai Gilgeous is better than anybody on the Cavs.
And he's also the tallest
Shai
player.
Gilgeous is better than anybody on the Cavs.
Also, the tallest player on his team. They are not going to be able to make a difference. Yes, he is. He is the tallest player on the team. They don't even have a real center.
You don't know.
They do not have a center over there on OKC. They are dependent strictly outscoring people, and it ain't going to work. They're number one team over there.
No, okay. Wait. No, you don't know what you're talking about. You just said OKC is
to beat nobody.
You just said OKC is dependent on outscoring the other teams every game. Is that what you just said?
That's what they do.
They're the number one rated defense in the league. Because you don't know that. You don't know that because you don't actually watch them play. You don't actually see how they defend. You don't know.
I'm sleeping on them just how I'm sleeping on their position at the top spot in the West. That's
you
right.
over there caping for the Cavs.
I'm sleeping on the Houston Rockets. They are pretenders. They are not going anywhere. I am sorry.
You ain't got no reason for your justification. The same reason that you have the Cavs should be the same reason you have the Rockets. It's pathetic, and it shows how flip-floppy you are. Now, here's the problem. I think also that the Rockets are pretenders because I'm consistent on what I say. They need a player that is take me to the promised land, throw you the rock, and can go out and score 50 on you in a dominant fashion.
And you know who can do it? Donovan Mitchell. He could drop 50 on you because he did it.
You just said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is pretenders, and he's better than Donovan Mitchell. He scores better than Donovan Mitchell. He's a better defender, better passer, better everything than Donovan Mitchell. Better everything. Now, Donovan might shoot the three a little bit better, maybe. But Shai Gilgeous is light years better than him. And you
only on a bum team. That's why he's so much light years better.
How's he on a bum team? They're the number one team.
Yeah, because the West is trash this year. That's all it is to it. That's what we all know. We know nobody cares about the West. Everybody knows that as of right now, the East has the only teams that is looking like they are going to win a championship. Nobody's looking at the West Coast for any chance. Everybody's sleeping on the West. At one point, yes, the West was.
Everybody's sleeping on the West.
Yes, and nobody cares about the goddamn West Coast in basketball.
Hey, somebody time out Playboy talk about Donovan Mitchell is better than Shai Gilgeous, man. I cannot count about his nonsense.
No, he's not.
You disgust me, Sharon Brayson.
Y'all are crazy. I don't know what y'all are watching. Y'all followed y'all must be
OKC like that though, Sharon.
Barkley or something, because y'all ain't using your own goddamn eyes. Clearly,
you're embarrassing.
Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, hello, Sharon.
But OKC really not that bad though, because they do got Hartenstein. You know, they did pick up Caruso. Losing Chet was a big injury.
Caruso's injured right now. Hartenstein is playing, and he's the taller player on the team. Sharon don't watch games, y'all. He don't know.
That's what I'm saying. He's not playing. The tallest player on the team is SGA. He's the tallest player on the team.
So when I'm watching the game last night, you telling me the guy that you believe with your Mr. Cleo type of prediction, he not on the court while I'm watching him on the court.
Let me get my. Yes,
Mr. Clear, you are special, Mr. Cleo. You are a special man, Mr. Cleo.
Don't you know?
Caping for the Cavs, disrespecting OKC and the Rockets is blasphemy. It's
in the entire Western Conference.
It's so
the whole conference is trash. The whole thing, Cat. The whole thing.
You know why it's embarrassing?
Yeah, disrespect my Memphis Grizzlies.
You know what? We'll get on your Memphis Grizzlies. Don't worry about that. You know why it's disrespectful? Because at least the Houston coach took a team to the finals. See, the coach at the Cleveland Cavaliers, we don't know what he actually can do as a coach. We do not actually know. We don't. We know he comes from the pedigree of Steve Kerr and all that. We don't know. We don't know when he got to be the man.
The Rockets, they are going to be coached well, and it seems like they is buying into his system. He is a hell of a coach, clearly. I give you that. He know how to coach young people at that, because both teams that he shipped up and shaped up, they both was very young, so he know how to get to the young people. So I give him that. But at this point in time, to say that the Houston Rockets is going to be a playoff Denver if they healthy, absolutely not.
But you think the Cavs can beat? You think the Cavs can beat Denver?
Houston Rockets is going to be.
You think the Cavs can beat Denver? You
Cavs
think
not
the
getting
Cavs
Cavs
can
not
beat Denver
getting to
though?
the finals.
You think you think the Cavs can beat Denver? They have nobody that can put actual pressure offensively on the Denver Nuggets center, but the Rockets do. Because the Rockets have one of the best centers in the league, and he can ball. Yeah, he can ball.
Like I said,
so I'm sorry, you don't know what the heck you talking about.
Like I said, the Minnesota Timberwolves, they will beat your Houston Rockets in a playoff game. The Denver Nuggets will beat your Houston Rockets in a playoff game, best of 4. The Lakers will most likely beat your Houston Rockets in a game 4.
I said the same thing about the Cavs. I said Milwaukee will beat the Cavs. I said Boston will beat the Cavs. And you sat there and denied it. You denied those teams will beat the Cavs. You damn near said, I guarantee the Cavs will win the finals. You struggled on saying the guarantee.
I did not. I did not.
You absolutely said, come on, man. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you.
I ain't going against my New York Knicks.
I'm about sick of you, sir.
Are you crazy? I'm not going to go against my New York Knicks. Are you crazy? I'm a New Yorker. We going straight. Go New York. Go New York. They don't got no damn go Houston. Go Houston. Go song. What is y'all song? Back then they didn't want me. Now hot day y'all know me. Back then didn't want me. Now hot day. Y'all don't even got no goddamn thing song. Stop.
I'm sick of you, man.
The hell is y'all goddamn mascot? A rocket ship? I'm going on my ship. My favorite rockets going through the sky. Stop.
Nigga trolling.
You ain't going nowhere. Houston Rockets is not going nowhere. It is all pretend. They look good right now.
So they not going nowhere as the number 2 team in the league in the West. That they at least going to the playoffs by default. That's how it works for seeding, by the way. But anyway, whatever. It's fine. I just wanted to see how much you would cake for the Cavs when you have a team that's one of the elite defenses in the league. And I just wanted to see how you would do it. I just wanted to understand because I understand. I personally don't believe the Cavs or the Rockets are actually people that can actually be real contenders because they're missing a certain piece on their teams. But I'm consistent on what I say. You delusional.
Too small.
They're not necessarily too small. They don't have the player. They don't have the player. That's all.
7-game series. They're definitely too small to try to beat Boston or Milwaukee, especially.
They're not. You're unfamiliar with.
I don't think they're small. I just think those teams can spread them out.
Like that's what Boston. I mean. They're too small. Yeah, they can spread them out, and they would.
No, but they got Jared Allen and Mobley though.
Wait. You said wait. You're saying the Rockets are too small?
Well, actually, I was saying that about Cleveland to compare to teams like you got to play Boston, you got to play Milwaukee. Like their roster, they're gonna bring you outside to the 3-point line, and they're too small because Jared Allen, he's a goofy. He can't defend on the 3-point line. He's only a shot blocker. They're gonna blow right past him. They won't be Boston,
whatever you have in your background, could you just turn the volume down just a little bit? Appreciate it.
Sir.
Yes, Sharon. So I guess you have some people up here that have some good enough knowledge because clearly you're the only Cleveland Cavalier.
Right. I'm using my eyes. I don't know what the hell y'all use.
Plus, I don't trust Garland in the playoffs too, man.
Well, nobody trusts him.
I trust Garland. Yep.
And that's how you lose your money.
He got the confidence of the number 1 player on his team, which is Donovan Mitchell. He's going to play stronger. He's going to play harder. He's learning as the games go by. He's going through it. He's still a young player. He's going to get better as the year progresses. Absolutely. Let's go, Garland. Until he played the Knicks, of course.
Yeah, man. It's embarrassing. I bet you want to give Cleveland the coach of the year too, don't you? Of course. I bet you do. You embarrassed. You're sickening and embarrassing. Disgusting listening to you say this nonsense year after year. Jesus Christ. Somebody save me. I can't take no more. So let's get to the culture clash, man. I'm about sick of you on these sports right now. We gotta get to some culture clash, man. I'm sick.
Oh man, do you want to see him talking about his mama? How his mama was cursing him out?
Nobody mama curses them out. Okay, first of all, he a grown man.
Yeah, his mama cussed him out. He said it too. He explained it.
No, he didn't. He was just giving entertainment to the people like you in the stands, sir. That's how it works, sir.
Ain't that a BS?
Hey, you would be right there in the stands with your Knicks and your Jets jersey on, sir.
All right, let's go with this first one. MIA, which is a beautiful, nice looking woman of color, because you know these type of people are not considered black anymore. They are a person of color now. So MIA claims that Jay-Z told her she needs plastic surgery to be successful. Whoa.
Is that what she said in the video? Hit the video. It's on the second.
Wow, that is kind of crazy. Let's see.
And I signed to Rock Nation. The first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. So their argument of Maya's fucking insecure, that's why she needs to fucking massage her ego, fails because you turn around and ask those motherfuckers, what women do you know who hasn't had plastic surgery around you? All of them have.
Whoa.
I'm the only one who didn't, which already proves the fact. It's not insecurity.
Right. I've had enough.
If I was insecure.
So, my rough thoughts are: I'm actually shocked that she's going on record saying that Jay-Z told her to get plastic surgery. I don't necessarily think that's a good look for him, as he's been trying to clean up his image and everything. Rock Nation is something that was not built when he first came out. This is later on down the line when he got his business right and stuff. So this ain't too far in the distant past that she's making reference to. I do agree. Nobody listens to her music. She done. I give her that. But I'm shocked that he said that. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I would expect another executive or something like that to say it's unbecoming of him to lead that way in the conversation. But maybe he feels like that's what you need to do, and that's how they develop talent. I'm a little bit in shock. I wouldn't think that he would say something like that to somebody. But he is kind of a cutthroat businessman, so. You know, at the same time, I could understand that he probably did say it, man. So I don't know. I'm impressed that she did not do it and say, no, I'm not caving in to the Illuminati that he's in and all that. And, you know, I'm just saying that that's what they say. I don't know if it's true. And she's like, I'm not getting the surgery. I'm not doing that. I'm not destroying my body. So kudos off to her. Now, she ain't got no career, so she probably made the wrong decision. She ain't got no career, sir. You only her name is MIA. You said Mia. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Her career's gone.
She got, because listen, people still get highlight planes. Catch her at the border, tell her name. All she gotta do is bam, 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 and take your money. That's all people want to do, right? So she has a phenomenal record. They also sampled her record, and T.I. made a phenomenal hit out of her record as well. I like the fact that she stood her ground and stood to her core character and her values. That is dope. I do not put it past Jay-Z that he told her to go get those surgeries, because Beyonce clearly got one of the best surgeries in the industry. I don't know what doctor she used, but clearly he's the best, because her body is beautiful and it ain't hers, but it is gorgeous. Amen. So I'm not surprised, not one bit, that Jay-Z said that. He probably wanted her to change her nose, give her a little booty and a little titties as well. Give her the whole shebang. He probably would have paid for the whole thing, and she would have probably got a couple of Beyonce songs. Who knows? I think it's sad that this is what regular execs try to do. They try to sell sex instead of sell the actual artistry, which is sad, because clearly a lot of artists show that females can make great records and get recognition without selling their body. There's plenty of artists that show it. I don't know why they don't hone in on those girls and push them just a little bit further, just so we can have a plethora of different artists out there. So I'm glad that she stood tall, and shout out to all the other ladies that's out there that's standing tall and not just going strictly commercial and getting a BBL where it's their ass and their titties. Shout out to her, and shout out to all the other ladies that is doing the good fight.
Oh yeah, Sharon. This me, Jalen. Yeah, I wasn't doing no but doing premiere video. Sorry.
Thank you, Jalen.
But my opinion though, I'm not shocked that Jay-Z probably done said that to her. So we talking about, like, you know, hip hop and shit. Like, for the most part, everybody that's being pushed got some type of work done. You know, like I remember when you know, shout out, you know, Glorilla. She was somebody that was like, you know, she would never do nothing. And, you know, now she got, her titties done or whatnot. And only person that I can really think of that really stood on business is somebody like a Cola Ray, But for the most part,
shout out to her.
Everybody that's being pushed, damn near got some type of work done, So I'm not shocked at all if we talking about like the hip hop industry.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Where we at with it? Hold on. Oh, this one should be fun.
I'm gonna say this with humbly, but I really mean this. I think one day people are gonna wake up and realize that LL Cool J is the most important rapper that ever existed. I truly believe one day people are gonna say that. They're gonna say, yo, they're gonna look and they're gonna say, wow, when it comes to the jewelry, this is the guy who introduced all the diamond and the ice and the champagne. They're gonna say when it comes to the love songs, this is the guy who introduces the love songs and all the love shit. When it comes to the bad boy vibe, they're going to realize, oh, this is the guy who introduced all the rebellious bad boy vibes before it was done. When it comes to the GOAT terminology, they're going to say, yo, this is the guy who came up with the GOAT stuff. They're going to say, when it comes to Def Jam, wow, this is the first artist that was on Def Jam. They're going to say, well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When it comes to the solo artist, going to say, wow, this is the first solo artist to take it all the way around the world. Like, I mean, I could go on and on.
That's a pretty good plea. It's pretty hard to argue with it. He is from Queens. Pretty dope artist. His new album is okay. It's solid piece of work. He did hold his own against Eminem. They went back and forth. Him and Eminem went back and forth on the track. They got a music video for it as well. It's pretty good. With those stats, he's not lying about any of those stats. Everybody that he went up against in a rap battle, he whooped their ass. He was the first tough guy in hip hop. Yeah, size-wise, fighting-wise, he literally knocked out Jamie Foxx in a movie. Literally. So he did represent all those things. He was one of the first rappers to go from battle rap to goddamn female R&B hip-hop rap. And then now it birthed somebody like Ja Rule to took it to the next level. And then it took it to two other Queen artists. For some reason, Queens artists just know how to talk to the ladies. And then we have 50 Cent that made a bunch of singing female-friendly records. So he has a great point. Also, one of the first artists to start their own clothing company, right? Fubu. Fubu was he's also a part of that. Even though he never brags about it, but from the first inception, when they found him on Queens and they kept bugging him and try to go at his house because they all lived in the same area in Hollis, they gave him ownership in Fubu. So a lot of the things he done did first. Ain't nobody's wearing their goddamn pants leg up until LL Cool J did it. Ain't nobody want no Fubu until LL Cool J put it on. Ain't nobody even use the term GOAT. Now it's a worldwide thing. People using it in everything. Sports and all that. They even made it female and called it GWOAT, greatest woman of all time. So yeah, he has a great point. I don't know if anybody would ever say he's the most important rapper that ever exists. But he makes a good point for it.
When's the last time you put on a Michael Jackson record, Sharon? Honestly, when you specifically said, I want to hear some Michael Jackson right now.
I played a lot in my household, actually.
Yeah, we can see a lie on your face. Okay, gotcha. So stop, because you didn't
know Michael Jackson now.
I never said they don't know him.
Because we be like, remember the time.
Yeah, so here go the point, right? So here go the point. LL Cool J is 100% wrong. Whether he did all those things are immaterial. He said, I believe one day people going to acknowledge they not. Because the difference between sports and hip-hop is vast. See, how it works is this. Once you retire and you done, we forget about you. See, we might still play your jam, or some people might, I'm still playing that jam for 10 years ago. That thing's still hidden, but the culture that moved on. What's mainstream, what's prominent, they always move on to what's current. Only sports do we argue about, yo, he ain't as good as Joe Montana no more, though. That's the only time we go back with anything compared to what dealing with hip-hop. When music goes forward,
Wrong.
We throw those legends in the trash cans.
Absolutely.
That's how current music works. We forget about the past. We might say, oh, yeah, they was hot back then. They was hot back then. Cool.
No,
but
no.
as time goes on, new records are spun and we move on because we don't have classic debates. Yes, we do. Nobody talks about who the best rapper is right now, and then they go and mention all the old people. They talk about the best rappers current. We don't even go in the past no more.
No, they do not. So this is where you're wrong. So when we're talking about rap, they talking about the people that actually rap. It was only very few back then that actually rap. LL Cool J was one of them that actually could rap. Rakim was one of them
that
Tupac is the GOAT. Kool Moe Dee couldn't rap.
Sir, it's look,
Grandmaster Flash couldn't rap.
You're not listening to my point. They're saying Tupac is the GOAT when it comes to rapping, sir. Is he the number one most played, most spins on current record on radio right now? Is he?
This is where you're going to get messed up. See, but nobody looks at Tupac as one of the greatest rappers of all time. They look at him as one of the greatest artists of all time. Is it different? Because people love that he's a dope ass artist because he do so many different things.
So he don't rap.
He do R&B? Nobody says like, yeah, I want to rap.
You're a liar.
Nobody wants to rap like Tupac, sir.
How would they? You out of your mind? Ja Rule said he wanted to be. I'm sick of you. I'm
everybody,
sick of you.
But nobody.
Ridiculous. Oh my God, sir. Are you? See, you don't listen very well. That's your problem. I'm gonna tell you like this. Yes, we acknowledge. Oh yeah, they hot. Oh, they was one of the best. But we on the current times. They listen to NBA YoungBoy right now.
Everybody listen to no damn NBA YoungBoy and talking about he the best rapper. He might make the most money.
Sir, you didn't. That was
the most hottest right now. But nobody with a decent ear is ever going to say NBA YoungBoy is one of the greatest rappers of all time. Are you kidding me?
Hey, don't talk to the young dudes about that shit, bro.
That wasn't my take. They already talking about XXXTentacion as a GOAT, sir. So I don't want to hear nothing from you. You don't know how young people move, sir.
I do know how they move, and I know they lie sometimes. And if anybody says that goddamn XX or NBA YoungBoy is the greatest of any kind of rapping.
You got Playboy talking about Ice Cube. Nobody talks about IQ except for the big three. Nobody.
And Friday.
Come on, man. Like this is what I'm saying. It's not that we don't acknowledge, oh, they did their thing. They was one of the, they hot. But right now, we talk about what's current because the culture forgets the past. That's just what we do.
Girls, you could do it. Put your back into it. The hell you talking about? We still telling
yay.
Hey, listen. At the end of the day, when we start talking about rappers, like in reality, like it's gonna be people like Kendrick, J. Cole, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Nas, LL Cool J, Eminem. Those are the people that people are gonna say those are some dope ass rappers. These other people they're gonna say that they make some dope ass songs.
When Kendrick stopped dropping music, nobody was talking about him.
Say what?
When Kendrick stopped dropping music, they was like, I mean, I can't wait till Kendrick come out, but until then, we listen to everybody else. So we talking about everybody that's playing. How music works is what's current is the relevancy,
this
sir.
Is why you're gonna lose again in this argument because even though when he stopped, people, even though this is why Drake tried to say, let's do the big three and get him over here because everybody knew that man is the best rapper today.
You ain't listening to what I said.
Lamar.
I never said we don't acknowledge Michael Jackson's the GOAT, but we talk about Chris Brown right now.
No, we're not. What I'm saying is this.
Oh my God.
LL Cool J might be 100% right when we start looking back at careers of people who can actually rap, not just make songs. There's a lot of dope people that can make songs. This is why Drake, nobody actually think that he's a great rapper. They say, yes, you make some great songs.
Charlamagne the God absolutely thinks Drake is a good rapper.
Charlamagne wears makeup.
Oh, I didn't know that. I strike what I say from the record, sir.
So again, when we're talking about the greatest rappers, we're gonna start breaking down lyrics and people that actually rap. Sorry, NBA YoungBoy is not gonna come up.
You ain't listen to what I said. I never said they not the people in the past are not the best.
And so this is why LL Cool J is going to come up, because the man.
If that was the case, he wouldn't have to say it for himself. You know what people say? Why are you boasting for yourself? Let somebody else do it. That's what's commonly said. If that was the case, if he was getting the recognition he so earned, deserved, or actually did, and people was actually viewing him that way, he wouldn't have to say it. It'll already be cemented. The reason he said it is because it's not occurring. You know what Michael Jackson didn't say? I'm the king of pop. Y'all better recognize me. I'm the king of pop. He let y'all say it. So you sitting there acknowledging this LL Cool J talking about put your back. Like, we don't care about that. The young boys don't care.
No, so this is where you're wrong.
And we run your old heads off the block.
See, this is where you're wrong again. Because he's a rapper, he absolutely have to toot his own horn, because that's what rappers do to get out into the forefront. They have to toot their own horn, and they got to challenge other people. The problem is LL Cool J is playing too goddamn nice. He needs to start challenging some people so he can really prove that he still got it and that he can out rap And that is his real problem, is that this is what hip hop is designed to do. We have to, if you are a rapper, I'm saying we as if I was a rapper, because I said, yo, you don't want these bars. I'm telling you, stop. You don't want me to bar you right now. I'm telling you, I'm about to.
Oh no, because you're gonna go down as the greatest.
So, like I said, so he has to toot his own horn, because that's what hip hop is about. It's about tooting your own goddamn horn. Other people don't toot it for you. Ain't nobody believe Lil Wayne was the greatest rapper alive till he started saying to himself, and then people was like, okay, yeah, you the greatest. Because nobody would have said that shit unless he said it.
So are you telling me, now this will make you look idiotic. So you telling me if somebody just come out and say I'm the greatest rapper alive, then people gonna repeat it and say that's what it is?
Yes.
So Jadakiss is the best.
Yes.
Okay.
See how that works? Now you know how hip hop actually works. Because
look, I'm glad you told me.
You had no idea how this actually works. He is top 5 what? Stop, I say, what is he? Top 5 what?
Who, LL?
No, Jadakiss. He's top 5 what?
You're looking for the
lyric wise. I got him my top 10.
No, he's looking for the phrase "dead or alive." That's what he's trying.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear. My fault.
It's because Sharon just be up here lying. Whether we in sports or we in culture, this is what this man do, man. I can't do this, man. I'm about to retire soon. I'm sick of this.
But just overall, like real quick, like
he got real songs with Big, no made up shit. It is what it is. It's the JADA. I got beef with the feds and it. Come on,
and nobody playing that. That's the point.
Now.
Like, what Jay-Z song is people playing?
Song Cry.
They don't play that no more. That's what I'm saying. The way hip hop work is the current culture move on, sir. We still talk about Deion as the best quarterback of all time because we can't find nobody to come up to and measure up to him. We still talk about Barry, man. Barry the GOAT, man. People can't mess with Barry like that. The same people that was the best, we still mention him. Sports is the only really thing that we dive back into when we talk about the greats like that. We don't do that in current culture. How music works.
All he has to do is drop an album, and that is it. He's smoking everybody, and as long as he makes some good music, people gonna still talk about him.
I'm done.
That's all he has to do. Drop an album. He could just do just like Kendrick. Just drop an album. Everybody like greatest.
Embarrassing. Go ahead, Sock Posse. I think somebody else is trying to get in here while you was over here lying all day.
Oh no, real quick. Like I didn't hear Sharon mention something about like rap discussions though. But like I do think, do got some impact though. But as far as discussions, like one of the top rappers, I really don't really hear him too much.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that. He said he's the most important rapper.
Oh, well, important
of all time.
I gotta know like what he mean by important though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He said it in the dang video. He said,
okay, like,
I was the one that put my ice into it.
Okay, his impact, right? Like some of his influence.
He was talking about how he got icy. He was the first one getting icy. And then he was like, he was the first one popping bottles in the club. He the first one really popping bottles in the club. He was the first kind of like thugged out, strong type of guy and rap for the ladies and all that. He was him. He basically said, I'm the one that did it all. I'm him.
And he was the first, and he was no, maybe Will beat him in that, but Will beat him in a Grammy and maybe in acting. Those are the only two things Will beat
anybody can get a Grammy. Ask Roddy Ricch.
Damn.
Wow.
You don't believe me?
No. See, this is why you Drake fans be losing me, because y'all keep listening to what the nonsense said. I got a Grammy, I use it like a doll. Stop. That's the reason why Kendrick cooked his ass up, because saying shit like that. Acting like the Grammy don't mean something. Stop. That boy Killer Mike was crying, damn man cried and called his mama when he won his Grammy finally. And that's the man that always protested, always saying F the goddamn this and the system. And then he got a Grammy. Mama, we made it. I can't believe my father got a Grammy. Stop. The Grammy means something to artists. Absolutely. Crazy.
Embarrassing. What else you got for me, man? I'm about to go to sleep. I'm sick of you.
Same. Crazy.
Oh, you're a liar in command. Go ahead, sir.
God damn. All right, so we got President Joe Biden. He pardoned son Hunter Biden ahead of departure from office. Man, oh man. So he says, today I signed a pardon for my son Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department decision making. And I kept my word, even as I have watched my sons being selectively and unfairly prosecuted without aggravating factors like use in a crime, multiple purchases, or buying a weapon as a straw purchaser. What the hell is a straw purchaser? People are almost never brought to trial on felony charges solely for how they filled out a gun form. Those who were late paying their taxes because of serious addictions, but paid them back subsequent. Oh shit! You know I need some water with interest. I don't know why you got me reading this. No damn well I can't read all these goddamn multiple syllable words. Ain't that a damn shame? Anywho, you want me to keep going? Or we got the gist?
Oh, I already got the gist. But I mean, what he said was, he was kind of straightforward. I actually kind of liked how he presented it when he was like, yo, I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Let me just see here. But what are your thoughts on it?
I think, man, why not? If you have the highest title in the goddamn land, why not use it? You pardoning people that ain't your goddamn family member. Goddamn right, Joe. It's your last hoorah. Go ahead and save your goddamn son. It doesn't matter if he a drug addict and he's sniffing stuff and he's out here being a sex deviant. Save his ass. That's your damn son. It's your goddamn birthright to do it. You became president. You got the power to pardon somebody. Hey, you might go to jail for it because Donald Trump might be on your ass for it. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead, Joe. Use your damn power. You finally did something right. Now he could go to sleep finally. Sleepy Joe.
Like Passe, go ahead.
Like Sherrod kind of said what I was about this, what I was thinking about, like as far as like, you know, the former guy, you know, president, you know, he was partying a celebrity. So, man, if this dude want to, you know, I mean, I'm not shocked that or surprised about him, you know, partying his son. You know, like who wouldn't, you know, probably do that for their child if somebody had that type of leverage or power or whatnot. So, you know, that's just how I look at it, you know, to sum it up. You know, it is what it is, you know, because, you know, he about to be out of office, so you might as well get, you know, do one last hoorah, and, you know, get your boy out of trouble.
Yeah,
I mean, Trump got Kodak out. I mean, you see what he doing now. He doing drugs and he being a sex deviant right now.
Yeah, I love the comparisons. This is why I don't like politics, right? Let me just say, this is my thoughts from it. One, he's a liar.
Damn.
He said he was not going to interfere, and he interfered with justice. Nothing shocks us about it. I mean, I guess you can technically make the argument, I didn't interfere. I let them play everything out, and then after it was done, I came through. But the fact that there's a lack of outrage when I believe if the president-elect had done the same action, they would crucify him.
Wow.
I 100% believe that they would crucify him.
Wrong.
And talk about just how horrible of a person he is, how he abuses his position in the office. I think 1,000% they would treat him differently than they're treating this current guy. But I also think this is my long thought on it. I think that he's putting the opportunity out there to cause rumblings for people to dislike him. that he might step down. And in the process of stepping down, he would put in his place the first ever female president, because there's already been rumblings of maybe he should just step down and, let her technically get the last few days and officially become that. So doing similar actions to kind of put you in a position to make you kind of do that is real interesting to me. So I can kind of see that as a possibility now. It's looking more and more likely that the actions that he's taking after saying I would not do these things, and he's undermining his position and things like that, I could kind of see that stuff happening.
Hey, that is a interesting point, and is a good point for people to actually try to protest for that and say, hey, maybe we need to impeach him, and saying that he's using his power in the wrong way because he's using it for personal gain, because it is his personal son. Can't get no more personal than that. But I also believe that, hey, listen, you got the power. You're on your way out. You're about to die soon. You can't hold a coherent sentence just like some other people in these goddamn YouTube streets. Hey, use it for as long as you can, because you don't got that much longer anyway. So if you can't use it to save your own goddamn degenerate son, then what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. One time. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. So I'm not mad at him at the same token, because like I said, if Donald Trump can free ASAP Rocky, who shot somebody, and Kodak Black is literally right now on somebody's live stream taking a Percocet and he's grinding his teeth together, and he can't hold a coherent sentence, then yeah, go ahead, free your son. That's what all the black people do anyway. We say free my homie, even though we know he did the crime. So
free Thugger.
If Young Thug could be free, so can Hunter. Damn.
It's kind of true.
Making sense.
I always make sense. That's the thing. Hey, I ain't never been on this goddamn Joe Biden's internet and never not made sense. I just call it how I see it. Sometimes I just see it differently than you.
Nothing wrong with it. But you see it. That's all that matters. Yeah.
Embarrassing, man. Embarrassing.
But I think that's interesting though, that he finally did use it, and he just it is what it is. What is this? What is this? Louis Vuitton opened a restaurant in New York City. Should I go to? You think they got any vegan food for me?
It's Louis, baby. Come on now, it's Louis.
I'm pretty sure it's nothing but cow, since they like, hey, listen, we use it for leather, so we might as well use the inside. It look fly.
Nice.
It look fly. Okay.
You ain't been there yet?
Now no.
Oh man, you always behind on everything, man. This is
I even know this is a real thing.
It's real. You can see it. You literally can see it.
It looks cool. It looks like a normal New York restaurant. I ain't gonna lie. That coffee looks lit right there. How did they do that design? That's fire. The chocolate cases, that's cool. That looks cool. Oh, hell no.
That's like $300.
Yeah, that's like 300, right? That's like 300 right there. I ain't gonna front that. That cake look all right. I like that. I like it. It looks cool. It looks cool. I think that's something companies need to do. When they do things like this, I do think it makes the company a little bit more interested to try to do things outside of their purview, like collab with Nike, collab with Streets Clothes, collab with Brick Masons. How Supreme made a whole goddamn brick, a Supreme brick. I don't know what you're going to use it for. It doesn't make sense. You can't build a house out of it. They didn't make that many of them. But all these different collabs and making a restaurant inspired by the great minds of your company, I think it's pretty dope, and it just gives your company a new layer and get people excited about your brand and the whole luxury. Because in reality, if you go to the store and you spend the money there, that's how they treat you anyway. All that stuff is already there. But I guess now they doing it for the people that's not able to buy the clothes, and you just want to go to it and experience what Louis Vuitton is. If you go there in the morning, you've been spending money, they give you champagne, they suit you, they take you to a room where you're not there, they give you coffee, they give you this Louis Vuitton cake shit. They do that already. But you got to be a big spender already. So
I saw some lady. Was what was that housewife woman? I think she got her like Thanksgiving catered by one of those companies or something like that.
Yeah, so they already actually do that, but now that you just kind of offering it to people that
I think it's cool. I really think it's cool. I think they should only have 1 to 2 locations. You shouldn't be putting them everywhere. You need to be exclusive. Like this is the New York experience, or this is the LA experience. Like you need to have one on the West, one on the East, whatever. And don't do anything more than that, and make sure they're superb, right? Because once you start, franchising, you water stuff down potentially. So I like it. I think it's interesting for the brand. It shows the innovation that they're constantly trying to do something different and new. And I absolutely love it. I have no idea what the experience will be like. I have no idea the limitations, but I definitely think this fits rappers' forte. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna be like, we out here dining at Louis.
Crazy.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you this though, Aaron. If you're a single man, you got the bag and you go shop at these places, ain't no bigger flex. They've used to walk in one of those places. Burberry does it. Louis does it. Prada does it. A couple other places in New York. And you walk in there with the shorty that barely knows you, and they call you by your last name, and they say, "Hey, I got some pieces for you that I put aside for you. And do you want some champagne? You and your guests want some champagne? Ain't no bigger flex than that. Are you hungry? We got some, man. Please believe me. She gonna do things that you had never knew was possible.
Unbelievable. And with that, we have reached the conclusion of the hot seat. We thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you appreciated the show. I'm pretty stressed out at this point. I done beat Sharon down so severely. It's making my gray hairs growing fast. So watching these bad takes. But make sure y'all tune into the next show to see more bad takes from Bad Take Bracy, the Elite.
Hey, we powered through that.